Put your money intact, put your money intact. Invest and show that your money come back. Put your money intact, put your money intact. Invest and show that your money come back. Everybody say, one child, one youth, one tack. One child, one youth, one tack, 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 tack. Become financially free. Join the abundance community, diaspora city. Yeah, we got global accessibility. Your future, your currency. Everybody say, one child, one youth, one tack. One child, one youth, one tack, 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 tack. Become financially free. Join the Abundance Community Diaspora City. Contact our website or social media for more info. Everybody say, one child, one youth, one tack. One child, one youth, one tack, 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 tack.
Hello, welcome to this another important training. I want to say a special welcome to the new leaders because quite a few joined this week, were appointed this week, I would say, and new Tiashans, quite a few joined. So as I said, there is no reason why we should not have hundreds of people in the training because these are the numbers that joined us this week. So I want to welcome, it's an exciting time. I know people are working really hard. I have not got my 8 hours sleep in a long time, but that's okay. That is okay. So welcome. Shout out to all the countries who are doing what is necessary for us to reach the hard cap. A special shout out to Nigeria and to Ghana. And to Antigua. You are doing phenomenal. So thank you. Without further ado, we're going to start off with a little motivation, just 2 minutes, as I said, just very brief to set the tone for the training today. And I would like to call on our very own Mr. Victor. Mr. Victor, you're in the house. The floor is yours.
Okay. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Wherever great Tiashans we are listening to. Professor Delia, thank you. I know this is a privilege call. Consecutively, this is the third time. The last 2 times were just too difficult for me, and I regret every inconveniences that may have caused to you and your fellow there. So it wasn't intentional. So Tiashans, to motivate us this evening, may I draw our attention. If you've ever lived in a rural community and maybe your mother, your father was a farmer, or may not just be pure a farmer, but have a little garden. There is this insect we call a spider. You see, you've just got to think of the nature of a spider. Even birds that feeds on every other insect hardly feeds on spider. This is a scenario. Now, I'm bringing up this story of a spider because of its resilience ability. The spider is never looking at how it is being troubled whenever it begins to build its nets, or what you call the spider webs. When the spider want to build its webs, it has a whole lot of challenges. You know, it must surely pluck from a substance that is harder so that it can run a line to another substance. And then in between, the spider wants to build its webs. Sometimes we go early to the farms. We walk and we carry the spider webs, we cut it off, assuming that maybe the spider will not come back again, wanting to build its nest. But you go back again, maybe in the afternoon. You still go, you carry the spider webs in your body. Now, the question here is that why isn't the spider be tired to let this street free? But along the line, the spider would definitely find its way to build its webs. And having built these webs, the intention of the spider is that this is its own measure, its own ability to build his own empire, its own empire where it will feed. So at the same time, I liken the story of a spider's web to TAC.
Hmm.
I joined TAC in April 2024, and I've had a whole lot of stories about TAC. Accidents TAC must have gotten, if at all. Provocations TAC must have gotten, if at all. Opposition from here and there. But the leadership of TAC is not jittery in any form, because what it aims at is far beyond whatsoever any other person is throwing. And hence, there's an adage that says, if you want to really go far, you've got to walk in a group. But if you want to go fast, walk alone. So, TAC has been a slow journey, but it's very consistent, very persistent, because the mission of TAC is to totally emancipate poverty in Africa and the world at large. So, such journey, you needed to walk gradually, slow and steady. This is the spider agenda, and it is certainly going to build its net so that every other thing that the spider needed to fit on, they will definitely fall on that net and it will fit on it. Some at times, watch out and see the spider webs. It could be built where there is a drum of water. Go there and check that even drops of water rest on the spider webs. This will tell you the strength of a spider, its resiliency. This is TAC for all of us. So whatsoever intention any one of us has, now it should be a challenge that yes, TAC is just as good as it is began its journey. So fellow Tiashans, may I want to stop here so far. Thank you for being there. And just like the shout out is, oh, Ghana, congratulations. Nigeria, thank you. Antigua, thank you. Whatsoever we're doing, one love. Keep us together. Thank you so much, Prof.
One love, Mr. Victor. Mr. Victor, that was deep. That was so profound. I love your analogy between the spider and tap. Thank you so much for motivating us. Without further ado, I would like to call on our facilitator. Our speaker for today is the one we know as Mr. Johnny the Bank. Mr. Johnny the Bank is the NEC or National Executive Coordinator of the country of Togo. And today he's speaking on a very, very important topic. And if you were here last week, you would know that our cryptochemist also spoke about wallets. Today, Mr. Johnny the Bank is going to look at security in crypto, protecting your wallets and assets. So I hope you have your pen and paper because, of course, as usual, I am going to create the video and put it on YouTube and send it through the chat. But it would also be good if you could also take your own notes. So I call on Mr. Johnny the Bank, and please, all of us should mute, including myself, so that there is no distraction. Mr. Johnny the Bank, the floor is yours.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much, Dr. Delia. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, my fellow Tiashans, depending on where you are listening from. Yes, I want to say a very big thank you to Chief Abundance for standing in the gap for us, for giving his all to mankind. I also want to say thanks to Chief of Staff for holding high the banner of TAC. Thanks to you, Dr. Delia, for the privilege. Brother Joeka, I see you, sir. And every other leader in the house. I greet every one of us. It is indeed an honor to stand before this incredible gathering of Tiashans. I mean, an incredible gathering of vibrant minds dedicated to growth, empowerment, and above all, abundance. My name is Ahedor kossi Dagbeneva, but many of you know me as Johnny the Bank. Yes, I was born and raised in the heart of Togo, and I learned early that scarcity is not just about resources, it is often about mindset. And so, over the years, I have made it my mission to rewrite this narrative, not just for myself, but for communities like ours around the globe. And so, together, through initiative like the Abundance Community, we are not just participating in the cryptocurrency revolution, we are rather leading it, we are shaping it, and we are ensuring that it serves the Afro-Caribbean diaspora and beyond. So today's training is more than a session. It is a step on the journey to empowerment. And we are going to explore security in crypto, protecting your wallet and assets. This is to ensure that every one of us lives here with the knowledge and confidence to thrive in this dynamic space. And by the end of today, my goal is to make sure you not only feel more informed, but also more inspired to take control of your financial future. So let's dive in together, because here in this community, abundance is not just a dream. Abundance is not just a dream for us Tiashans. It is rather a movement we are building. Okay, like Chief Abundance, we always say, nothing stands still in this life. Nothing stands still. It is either growing or it is dying. And so the Abundance Community coin is growing. We are not stagnant. We are always going uphill. So this is a movement we are building, one empowered individual at a time. And so I ask, are we ready to unlock our potential and embrace the abundance that is waiting for us? Are we ready, Tiashans? Are we please ready? I need one or two people to.
Yes, we are ready.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, that is lovely.
Yeah, man. Ready every time.
Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. And so, without further ado, the topic today is security in crypto. Like we all know, cryptocurrency can be very, very exciting. You know, like these recent times, almost everyone in my contacts, or let me say on my WhatsApp, is posting about Bitcoin hitting the sum of 100,000 US dollar. But do you know the funniest thing? The funniest thing? Not so many of these people even have a fraction. I mean, a fraction of that Bitcoin. Yet they are posting about it. That goes to tell you that it is indeed an exciting news. Everyone wants to talk about it. But then we need to realize the fact that it's not about excitement. It is about staying safe. Staying safe in this industry, in this space, is more important. And so, let's break down some easy steps that we all can follow so as to keep our monies and our wallets secured. Number one is choose the right wallet. Choose the right wallet. And so, under the number one, we have what is called the hot wallet and the cold wallet. Yes, Mr. Brown, I mean, crypto chemists talked about this last week. And these are some of the terms that we get to be accustomed to, as in to be custom with these terms, because these are crypto terms. So we need to be conversant with these terms. Hot wallet. Somebody will ask, what is hot wallet? Hot wallets are online wallets. You know, these wallets are always connected to the internet. You know, and they are for quick access. They are for quick access. You want to access your assets, you know, is very quick, but then it is riskier. We also have what is known as cold wallets. And these cold wallets, they are offline wallets. But these are for safety, you know. And so you can also make use of the cold wallet to store your biggest assets. These cold wallets are for big savings, while the hot wallets are for small amounts. And so number one is choosing the right wallet. Okay, so maybe during the question and answer session, maybe people will have to ask more about this wallet, of which we talk more about. And number two is using strong password. Remember, I said these are easy steps, easy breakdown step for us to follow, so that we can keep secure our wallets, our assets, and our cryptocurrencies. So number two is using strong password. So it is very pertinent to note that a strong password is very, very hard to guess. For example, you are creating a wallet and you are asked to form a password. You don't ever make use of 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. No, it's never done. Or the most popular one people do is, once you tell them to form a password, they quickly remember their year of birth. and put and add the month of birth, which is not advisable. You know, just your date of birth and your year of birth. No. When we make reference of strong password, we are talking about, number one, you need to make it long. You need to mix it with letters. You need to mix it with numbers and symbols. You know, for instance, if you are creating tag wallet, even the system have made it compulsory for everyone. You need to put a special character. You need to put capital letter, small letter. You know, these are ways to tell us that yes, we need a strong password. This way, it will be very, very hard for somebody to guess your password or to intrude into your account. So have it at the back of your mind that each time you are creating a password, you need to make it very, very hard for somebody to guess. You know, put in letters, symbols, characters, special characters, capital letters, small letters. You know, miss it like that way. You know, so these are ways for us to be secured, to actually secure our assets. Number three is to turn on extra security. Extra security, and how do I mean and what do I mean? The use of two-factor authenticator, two-factor authentication. This two-factor authentication is another layer for security. It will make it very, very hard for somebody to enter into your account except the person make a hold of your phone. Are we getting it? And so you for instance, when we were on Gravix, I did this two-factor authenticator when we were on Gravix exchange. Even Crest24, I also did it, because that way you can secure it. Because before you log in into you enter into the exchange, they will ask you, and a code will be sent to your email, and only you have access to that code. When you put in that code, automatically your exchange or your wallet will unlock. And so this two-factor authentication is very, very important. And like I said, it is another layer of security. Okay, so we also need to note that there are some wallets that let us use fingerprint or face scan. So if there are wallets or exchanges, you know, that allow us to make use of our fingerprint, please, let's make sure that we do that. But then we need to verify this thing very well, because many of us here, present here, we have our partners who register their fingerprint on our phone without us knowing. Our wives, our husband, I mean, anybody within our entourage can do that. And so after this training, we all need to go back to verify how many fingerprints are registered on our phones, just to make sure that we are on the safer ground. This is very, very important, because once another person register his fingerprint on your phone, he can have access to virtually everything on your phone, which is not proper. Okay, so that is it. Number 4 is to watch out for fake messages. I mean, fake messages. we are asked not to click on any strange links. Okay, somebody is making noise over there.
Who is that? I'm trying to see. Oh, I see. Okay.
Okay,
All
fine.
right. Sorry about that.
Yeah, so like I was saying, number 4 is to watch out for fake messages. We should not be too quick to click on strange links in emails or in messages. This is another very important point that we all need to take into consideration, because many of us, something is sent to us, a message or an email is sent to us, and without reading it, we click on it. We click on it without even trying to understand what is it for. I mean, this thing happened to me some years back. A message was sent to me, and I was so hasty and I clicked on it. Guess what happened to me? I mean, every down asset I was having on my trust wallet, everything was wiped away. Everything, every down thing was wiped away, simply because I did not read the message, and I was so hasty to click on the link. That is how my trust wallet was hacked and every asset was wiped away. And so we need to be very, very careful. And again, this is for people who anything they come across to, they just forward it to the group, to the forums. These are wonderful generalities. These are very unserious theations. Even though we have been warned severally over and over again, time with that number, that we should not be posting anything anyhow in the groups except by the approval of the admins. Yet people will just forward anything to the groups. This is not ideal. This can lead a whole lot of people into trouble. And don't mind you, we also have scammers among us. We also have thieves among us, who will come up with messages of that kind. And once they sent it in the group, you will just be hasty to click on them. That is how they will do away with your assets. They will do away with your wallet. And by that time, the admin will not be held responsible. So we need to take note of that. Okay, number 5 is to keep your secret code safe. And when we talk about secret code, we are actually making reference of either your private keys or your recovery phrase, or your password. We need to write them down and store them in a safe place. This time around, not on your phone, not on your computer either. You need to write them down in a book, in your agenda, or in your notebook, whichever. And you are asked never to share them with anybody. Don't ever share your password with anybody, your recovery phrase, your private keys. Don't ever in any way share it with anybody. So these are very, very important points that when put into practice, we will be on the safer ground. Number 6 is to use trusted platforms. What did I say? Trusted platform. We should make use of well-known exchanges and apps. Many of us here, we have apps on our phone we don't know much about. We don't know much about these apps but yet we keep them in our phones. It is not good. It is not good. And we should try as much as possible to avoid platforms that sound too good to be true. Any platform at all that sound too good to be true, we should avoid them. You know, like I said earlier, you know, the cyber security is so vast to the extent that uh, uh, you know, a link can be sent to you. A link can be sent to you. You will be asked to click on the link and install an app in your phone. And once you do that, do you know what happens to you? That app that you install in your phone will be used to monitor everything inside your phone. Even though the person that sent that link to you, or the platform, or let me say that app to you, might not be anywhere close to you. It can be in another country, yet you will have access to your phone, to everything that you do on your phone. Just by clicking on a link, you will be asked to install an app in your phone, and that app will be used to monitor everything and to copy all of your information. I mean, every of your information will be copied. And so at the end of the day, you will be left to be blamed. You know, you have yourself to be blamed at the end of the day. So we get to be very, very careful. Very, very careful. Number 7 is to avoid public Wi-Fi. Public Wi-Fi. You know, public Wi-Fi can let hackers see what you are doing. And so it is advised that we make use of our mobile data, or still a VPN, to stay safe. Okay, you go to a restaurant, let's say a Wi-Fi is available for everyone, and so you are quick to say, let me have the code. You know, you want to browse, you want to look at 1 or 2 things before you go. No, it is not safe. Or at the airport, when you have access to public Wi-Fi, these are not safe places to actually entertain yourself with, or to do anything whatsoever with your cryptos, with your assets, with your wallet, with your monies. These are very, very important. Now, number 8, we need to watch out for scams. We need to watch out for scams. You know, we live in this part of the world. We live in this part of the world that anything we want to do, that is, Chief Abodan will refer to it as an instant gratification mindset. Yes, they say, come and put in money, and after 3 days you receive triple of your money. You receive double of your money, and then you go, you put in your money. Be very, very careful. By so doing, they will ask for your full name, your email address, you know, your phone number, and you don't know what they will make you, what they will use it for. So for you to be on a safer side, Mr. Abundance have always said it, that before you diversify your business, or before you put your egg in different baskets, make sure that one is already working for you. And so thank God for TAC. TAC is here to bless us. So before you go and do anything again, please make sure that you stay with TAC. Make sure that TAC give you that which you have always prayed for before you go into any other project, any other program. You know, let this one basket work for you first. before you go into any other. Okay, so number 9 is you need to check your wallet often. I mean regularly. This way you will make it very, very hard for somebody to hack into your wallet, into your digital asset, into your cryptocurrencies. So regularly look at your wallet to make sure everything is fine. When you enter into your wallet, there is a section for activities. So click on activities. Look at, when last you did a transaction. When last you placed an order. Look under activity and see what is going there and what is going on there. Don't just be ignorant and say all is well, all is fine. When somebody intrude into your wallet, the person will go and transfer 100 coin, 50 coin, 500 coin from your wallet, and then later you'll be running to the admin and be crying that you didn't find your coin in your wallet. No, this is not how these things are done. You need to check. The Bible said that where your treasure is, there your heart will be. Where your treasure is, there your heart will be. And so I don't see the reason why people have invested so much in tech and yet they abandon this project. They have put in money, they have brought in so many people, they have invested, but yet because for the simple fact that the project have taken more than they expected, and so that is how they abandon the project and move away. This is not how these things are done. And so we need to check upon our wallets every now and then, regularly, even though you don't have anything to do, even though you don't have a transaction to make, even though you don't have an order to place on the exchange. Shall do well to visit your wallet regularly. This way you can prevent hackers to intrude into your wallet. Number 10, which is the last on my list, learn and share. We should all learn and share. We should stay updated about new scams and safety tips. From time to time, Madam Adeola will post about the scammers that are in the group. And so be careful, be warned, because at the end of the day, the admin will not be held responsible. So when you come across these messages, what does that tell you? What does that tell you? So we need to stay updated on whichever activity that is going on in the groups. And when you learn many of these things, please do well to share it with your partners, with every other Tiashans. Do well to share it with your family members, your friends. This way we all can be on a safer ground. So what is the golden rule tonight? If it sounds to be too good, or if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Be careful with your crypto. Be careful with your assets. Be careful with your tag. Be careful with your wallet. If it sounds too good to be true, then probably it is. This is where I draw my curtain tonight. And I want to say a very big thank you to Dr. Delia. Thank you for the platform. Thank you, ma. I am lawyer, ma.
Mr. Johnny the
Doctor,
Bank,
I'm
that
going to
was
stop the
awesome.
recording and start again just before you start.
Yes, go ahead, Mr. Carl. I'll wait for you. Mr. Johnny the Bank, that was awesome. That was just amazing. Really, really putting on points you gave us today. Choosing the right wallet. using strong passwords, turning on extra security, watching out for fake messages, keeping the secret codes safe, using trusted platforms, avoiding public Wi-Fi, watching out for scams, checking the wallet regularly. That is so important. How many of us know how many coins we have in our wallet? Learn and share. Yes, 10 very, very important points. And I'm sure that people have questions. And so I would like to open the floor now for questions. And I want to say to Tiasha, some of you all are new here. Some of us are new in crypto. And I say us because I'm new in crypto. I know the theory. I have learned the theory of cryptography based on my work as a professor. But in terms of trading and practice, I have not done it at all. So we are all learning together. So no matter if you think your question is trivial, there's nothing like a trivial question. And I tell that to my students all the time. If you do not understand, you do not understand. So if you have a question about anything he said on security in crypto, feel free. Don't be afraid. Just ask your question. Unmute and ask. Okay, the floor is open for questions on that topic. We will ask other questions later.
Oh,
Hello.
Hi, it's
Yes?
Vivia. Can you hear me?
Yes, Ms. Vivia, we can hear
this
you.
may seem like a silly question, but you know, similar to a bank account, if the bank who knows you well recognize your activities, so they know that you know you purchase items within a certain amount, and so anything that looks suspicious that may trigger some alerts for the bank to say this is a very unusual activity. How does that level of security work within the crypto world?
Mr. Johnny the Bank?
Yes, yes. Please, Mother, can you repeat your question again?
So my question is, like, just like with the bank knows the level of your activity, so they know if you spend within a certain amount of money. So if all of a sudden a large sum or large sums of money is being spent on certain things that is out of the norm, that would trigger some alert with the bank to say this is a very unusual activity. So does that work in the crypto world as well or not?
Okay. Thank you very much. That is a very brilliant question. But then we need to realize the fact that the banking system is a centralized system, while in the crypto space, we deal on decentralized system. And so the blockchain is open and record every transaction. Okay, so for instance, in the crypto space, you actually, let's say you are making less than 100,000 transactions, maybe from week to week, understand, and then all of the sudden the amount have increased to 500 or let's say $1,000. The CEO does not know who is doing the transaction. He does not know. And so there is no level of security to prevent the person doing the transaction, because this is a decentralized system. And so that is why we are asked to be in charge of our wallets, because the CEO, or let me say the admin, doesn't have the right to stop whatsoever transaction, because they guess that it is you. You know, it is you. In as much as you have done your KYC, you are in charge of your password and every other thing, your username, and then an unusual transaction come up. the admin will not have, or the system will just record your transaction, and that is all. That is all. At the end of the day, it is only you that knows you are not the one that did that kind of transaction. Okay. So to the best of my knowledge and understanding, this is a decentralized system, and so we should be very careful. Otherwise, anything that happens to us, we are the one responsible. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Johnny the Bank. Thank you, Madam Vivia. Any other questions, please?
Yes, thank you. Good evening, everybody. I really love this last question and the way Johnny the Bank really approached it. It is a decentralized system that we are running in crypto. And I think this calls for a kind of upgrading and maybe research into seeing that a kind of warning notice is sent to either email or phone number of the person. I don't know how it will work out, whether it can be built now, but I think in some other online transactions, you know, whenever you try to log into an account or into your distant wallet or whatever, that I mean through a different IP address that is not very much usual, this kind of notification is always sent to you, either to the email address or to your phone number, to confirm that if it is not you, please approach them or report. Or if it is you, you can ignore. So because you can always use maybe a different device to log into your account, and some other businesses online that I know. So most of the time we engage in. I don't know how it can be deployed into crypto because I know what the bank, Johnny the Bank, what you said here, what you answered here is really true. But I think it is a clarion call, a wake-up call to actually further beef up the security of account owners. It will be a lot more good. It can be started with the attack. After attack is an innovative venture. We may look into that. Maybe the admin and programmers can look into it while taking us to the exchange. This is just my submission. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Stanley. Just to add to that, like I said, that you need to visit your wallet so often, because under activity, when we were on Barrick, there was this session for activity. Whenever you enter there, you see all the transactions, every activity that is carried out on your wallet is registered there. And so the admin or the platform doesn't have the power to stop whoever is doing the transaction, but then you can be alerted under activity. Or if you have ever done any transaction on BTN before, there was a time, once you carry out any transaction on BTN, this message will be sent to your email that you have received so coin. Maybe if you are trying to purchase a coin, for instance, on BTN, on Binance blockchain, it will be sent to you that you have received so amount of coin, but then it doesn't prevent the person from sending out of your wallet or using your wallet to receive. That is why we should be very, very careful not to unlock our information to anybody, not to, to unveil our information to anybody. That is so much important. When we do that, we don't have anybody to blame but ourselves. Thank you, madam.
Thank you, Mr. Johnny the Bank. Thank you for your contribution, Mr. Stanley. Any other questions?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yes, Natalia. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon to everyone. I've got 2 questions for Mr. Jonathan Benga. The first question is based on the cold wallet. Now I'm having my asset with tech. How does a cold wallet work? Or how do I know that this is cold wallet? The second question is based on the number 6, which is we must use trusted exchangers or platform. How do I know that this one is trusted, this one is not trusted? Thank you.
Thank you, Madam
Okay,
Tiny.
okay. Yeah. Thank you, Doctor. Yes, to answer to your number 1 question, Madam Tini, making use of your cold wallet. Yes, this is, now let me emphasize more on the hot wallet and the cold wallet. The hot wallet, like I said, they are online wallet. They are always connected to the internet, and under this hot wallet, we have the mobile wallet, we have the web wallet, we also have the desktop wallet. Okay, so now the mobile wallet, there are apps like, let me it's not as if I'm advertising other application here, but under the hot wallet, you have apps like Trust Wallet, MetaMask, and Coinbase, just to give us example. Okay, now under the web wallet, we have wallets that are provided by exchanges like TAC, for instance. When we TAC launch cheese now, you have your coins stored in a wallet, with the exchange, and that is what we call web wallet. And then the desktop wallet. Uh, uh, when TAC was on Barrick, there were people who actually did staking. Okay, they did staking, and this staking cannot be done with let me say the mobile wallet or web wallet. No, the staking are done with desktop wallet. So before you do staking, you need to actually transfer your coins to your desktop wallet. By so doing, that is when you can have access to staking. Okay, and so desktop wallets, they are software that are installed on our computers. Now examples of Exodus or Electrum, these are desktop wallets. So in the case of TAC, I'm sure we will also have that. Okay, so that is for hot wallets. We also have cold wallets. Now, the cold wallets, they are offline. They are not connected to the internet. Okay. Now, we have the hardware wallet under the cold wallet, which is physical devices like Ledger, Ledger Nano, X, or Trezor. Okay. Now, we also have paper wallet, of which I said earlier that you need to write down your password and your username. This is paper wallet. When you write them down, you conserve them, you keep them in a safe environment. Okay, so that is it. We also have offline USB drives. Okay, you can transfer your coins or your information to an USB drive. Okay, and once you store them there, you can keep them at home, and then you travel to anywhere you want. Even if you come back 10 years later, you still find them there. So that is what we need. And so the hot wallet, for instance, if you want to make transactions, you want to be making transaction, let me say you program this month now to actually make transaction of $1,000, okay, on the exchange, then it is advised you keep your coins worth of $1,000 in your hot wallet. But then if you are not ready to make any transaction, then you make use of the cold wallet just to be on the safer ground, so that your asset can be secured, so that your monies, your cryptos can be secured. cold wallets are used when you have big amount of assets, you know, just to be on the safer ground, so that nobody will tell you that the platform have disappeared, you know, and so they are gone with your money, with your asset. No, but when you keep them in cold wallet, okay, even if this platform disappear, you still can trace them through any other means. And so I think I've answered your question, which is the number one question. And the number two question, which is number six, using trusted platform. Yes, I don't know if time will permit me to do this, but maybe I will send this link or this video to Dr. Delia in our inbox, you know, how to check if links are legitimate, how to check, how to know if they are legitimate. You don't just see anyhow link and then you click on it. You know, there is a way to verify them, you know, whether links or apps, you know, even the apps. Why do you have to keep so many apps in your phone? Keep the relevant ones, the most important ones in your phone, and then get rid of any other one. That is for apps, okay? Any app that you do not trust, that is not relevant to you, please delete them. Delete them, so that whatever you have on your phone, you know that they are for a purpose. We need to be meaningful. We need to be specific. Okay, so that is it for now. Let me pause for here.
Thank you, Mr. Johnny DeBank. Thank you, Madam Tiny. Any other questions? We want to stop in the next approximately 20 minutes because we have something else going on in 27 minutes. Yes, who has a question? Prince Goodluck, do you have a question? Any other questions?
Hello.
Yes, go ahead, Mr. Ilya.
Okay, please, I want the trainer to put more light concerning the how can I trace more than one fingerprint. So please let him put throw more light.
Okay, thank you, brother. Thank you for that question. Yes, it is very simple and very easy. Okay, just like the way how you register your own fingerprint on your phone. Go to your phone setting, okay, enter where you will see fingerprint and look how many fingerprints are registered, whether one or two or three. Then if it is two, find out what is the second one all about. Then you also need to be sure that you by yourself, you have registered only one fingerprint. Only you can unlock your phone with your fingerprint. So by the time you enter into your setting and you find out that two fingerprints or three fingerprints are registered, you delete them. Yes, the option is there. You delete them, and so whoever it is will no longer have access to your phone anymore. Okay, so just go to your setting. Anybody can teach you that. I think that is the most easiest one, you know, of all the steps I have outlined. So please, it is very important. Go to your setting where you pass to register your fingerprints. The same way you register your finger is the same way you will undo it. Okay, so when you go there, you see the option to do away with it. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you, Mr. Johnny DeBank. Any questions on the training again before I open the floor for other questions? We have just a few more minutes. Anybody?
Hello, good evening, all.
Good evening, Mr. Sunny.
Yeah, I just want to ask the trainer, Mr. Johnny DeBank. among all the wallets you mentioned, is it that the mobile wallet is not safe, or should we, like our TAC wallet, which is the mobile wallet, is it not secure for our coins, or do we have to move them to other wallets? That's my question.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. It is not that it is not safe. It is not that it is not safe. In TAC, we can trust. Okay. But what if you find yourself in any other project, or you have some other assets, digital assets? This is a general teaching. Okay. So, but in TAC, for now, we trust TAC. It is our own platform. It is your platform. It is my platform. So when you are transparent, when you are truthful, then TAC is truthful. Then the platform of TAC, the project called TAC, is also truthful. And so the way how you are is the way how you view or you see TAC. So TAC is in trusted hands. Okay, TAC is in safe hands. You understand? But these are general teachings in the crypto space. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Johnny the Bank. Okay, any other question? And we can bring in some general questions now. If anybody has other questions, you can ask too as well.
Hello.
Go ahead, Mr. Brownchino.
Yeah, good evening, everyone.
Hello.
Please, yeah, is there any exchange wallet for TAC, or is there upcoming wallet for TAC?
Okay.
Yes, of course there is, and there will be. If there is no wallet, how then do you now store your your coins, your assets? Okay, so there is no asset without wallet. You must have a wallet in order to store your assets, and so your coins will not be allocated to you without any wallet. That is where you have your wallet address and all of that. Okay, so there is a wallet and there will be. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, thank you. Any other questions?
Yes, I have a question.
Go ahead, and so you can speak a little louder, please.
Good evening, House. Based on John the Bank's explanations, may I know the tax exchange that will be launched very soon? Does it carry some of the security features mentioned, like the fingerprint and some other security measures that may implode on our accounts? Thank you.
Okay. I would love to answer this question, but let me push it to Brother Joeka. My leader, sir, are you there?
Yes, I am here. In terms of security, I am not sure of all of the security features that the TAC exchange will have. I know currently it has two-factor authentication, which is a very useful and important security feature. Now, in the case of TAC, when you try to log in, after you put in your username and your password, if you have two-factor authentication,
We lost him.
Okay.
Yeah, we lost him.
Okay, that is network issue.
I don't know if I should speak on that.
Go ahead, Mr. Daniel.
Okay. From what he's trying to explain, there is that.
Hello, you all hearing me?
Oh yes, we can hear you now, Mr. Carr.
Hello, yes. Yeah, that's sorry about that. That's network. So I'm not sure how much of what I said you heard, but I was saying two-factor authentication. When you log in to your TAC account, put in your username and your password, it's going if you have two-factor authentication enabled, it's going to send a one-time password or OTP to the email that's associated with the account. So you're going to have to go to the email account, retrieve the code, and put it in before you can successfully log in. So this provides an extra layer of protection. So even if someone, for whatever reason, was to gain access to your username and password, they would also have to compromise your email account in order to log into your account. And as the trainer was saying, if we're checking things regularly and we're on top of what's happening in our account, for someone to breach wherever you have your username and password, still breach where you have your email, and is able to take over all of those things and still log in and remove your coins, it's perhaps a case where we're not paying enough attention to what's happening with our account. But all the basic features of securing an exchange, I'm quite sure Mr. Abundance and the programmers would have taken those steps to secure, with secure socket layers, and the fact that we use HTTPS and all these things. These ensure that our passwords and usernames are encrypted and not sent in plain text. So all the basic and advanced features to secure our information from tax perspective has been done and is being done. Most times when we have breaches in security where cryptocurrency is concerned, it's usually user error. It's usually a case where, whether through social engineering, carelessness, or some other means, persons allow other persons to get a hold of their login credentials, because breaching the blockchain and these things are usually not done. So it's a case where we need to really be extra careful in protecting our credentials, and, as the trainer said, protecting our devices. Because if someone gets malware on your device, what they're going to do next is to get the information off of your device. And so they'll get your credentials. So the steps we're taking is to really safeguard the information that we have on our devices and our credentials so that we can protect everything that we have. All right?
Thank you, Mr. Carr. Okay, we want to stop in 6 minutes. Any other questions?
Yeah, Doctor?
Go ahead, Mr. Victor.
Yeah, mine is a contribution.
Go ahead.
Okay. First and foremost, Johnny the Bank, thank you so much. And my contribution comes to on the area, the last question, just like my brother and friend Jesse have just responded. The beauty of TAC wallet is just unique and very, very unique to TAC. Take for instance, if like on other stuff that we have been into, I did MetaMask stuff with Satoshi
Hello.
app. Yeah.
Hello.
Hello,
Yeah.
somebody
Good
is
evening.
speaking. Somebody is speaking, Mr. Pius. Thank you. Go ahead, Mr. Victor, and please make it brief because we only have 5
Okay.
minutes.
Yeah. So, like I'm saying, the uniqueness of Tact wallet. You see, it is for the people and it is the people's product. Therefore, you could always hear where some persons are coming to say, I've lost my details. I've lost I can't even remember my email or some things like that. And you see, departments are already initiated to help rescue people like that. But may I tell us all, and as far as the trainer today is concerned, he knows that this does not happen anywhere. I've lost my 5,120 coin, CTO coin I mined some 2 months ago on the Satoshi platform, just because I just forgot. And if you ask me what really happened, I cannot. And there is nothing I would have done, and nobody is there anywhere to help rescue by saying, okay, we're going to send something to your email, go verify, and then we'll retrieve it for you. It is not there. So if you've lost your information, you've lost your information. But look at the uniqueness of TAG, because it is the people's project and for the people. You see, the admins are always there. Chief Abundance is always saying, we just need your email. If you could recall your email, we'll go back to the back office, the back end, and retrieve your information, pull them out, and send it to you. I do not think if this exists anywhere. And if it exists anywhere, even in the first blockchain, the BTC we're talking about, I have a friend for over 3 months now. We've been battling on how to get the phrases for him to recall and then get one of his BTC. He cannot. The same thing, he has up to about 18, what's it called, Ethereum. He lost his phrases. He doesn't know where it dropped. He has one BTC. He lost it. So there's
okay,
nothing.
Start rounding up. Start rounding up.
Thank
Mr.
you. So
Victor,
this is
please.
just what I'm trying to say. The uniqueness of TAC Wallet is just there. It is not common anywhere because it is the people's project.
Hello.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. We have time for just one question.
Hello.
Yes, Mr.
Hello,
Perez.
madam.
Go ahead, please. Go ahead, please.
Good evening. I'm sorry, I just came in. I forgot that there's meeting today. I came in lately and all that with the stress. Well done. I greet the house. I greet the house. And my questions goes like this. If tax goes on we go on our exchange today and maybe I want to test a little. How am I going to, by which means am I going to be able to, to exchange that money to a fiat, this thing, to fiat currency? How is possible?
So the question is, if you have traded and you want to change your TAC coins to fiat, how do you go about doing that? Who would like to answer that? Mr. Johnny the Bank, Mr. Carr, are you still there? That's the last question.
Yeah, so the question is, if
okay.
Go ahead, Johnny the Bank, no problem.
Okay, thank you. To answer that very quickly, it is very easy. Okay, you want to test. Okay, so what you do is that you trade your TAC coin against BTC or any other currency available on the exchange. Okay, that is the simplest form I can answer for now. You trade your TAC coin against any other currency available on the exchange. Thank you so much.
Yes, but you haven't answered the question how he gets his fiat from there. He wants to know how you get the fiat, the actual money in his account.
Can I speak?
Yeah, go ahead, please.
Okay. What he should do, if he wants to get the money out, there's what we call P2P. But before you get to P2P first, you first of all need to sell, which is trade, your tag. Convert your tag to BTC, or you convert your tag to USDT, depending if we have USDT on our platform, then you can convert to USDT. And when you convert to USDT, then you know how to transfer it to your funding wallet. You move it to if the money is in your spot wallet, you move it to your funding wallet. But if it's already in your funding wallet, then you have to use P2P. You have to use P2P to make your sales. You sell the USDT out through P2P. Then the other person that is buying it will now fund you. Then you will now release your coin for the person. Then you get your fund in your bank account that you registered on the platform. I don't know if that is clear.
Very clear. Very clear, Mr. Daniel. That is just wonderful. Thank you. Thank you so much for responding. Okay, everybody, it's 2:22. Why I want to start early? Do you remember last week we had Jamaican Radio? We had an interview. Mr. Abundance was having network issues, and so it was an interview of Mr. Brown. And so this time it's going to happen again in about 8 minutes on Jamaican Radio. That's the first time on radio in the Caribbean. Mr. Abundance will be there, as well as Mr. Carr. And so I will send the link through the chat so that if you're available, you can log on and feel free to chat and encourage people to buy the TAC coins in the chat. Next week, we will have a different type of training. It will be in a panel discussion with 5 panelists. I will be the moderator, and I will be asking the panelists questions on TAC. I thought that this was very important to do because we are getting to a place where we need to communicate to people about TAC. And many of us do have some deficiencies. There are some things we don't understand. There are some things we don't know. We don't know how to explain. Like, can you explain the mission? Can you explain the philosophy? Can you explain the theme? So these type of things we will be asking during that panel discussion in the training on Saturday. I would like to invite you to please come ready to learn. Come with your pen and paper because the information you will get will be vital. As usual, for every training, I will produce a video and put it in the YouTube channel so that you can watch at your own leisure. I would like to thank all of you so much for taking the time to come to training. It's a very important training. We go into the exchange next week, y'all. Y'all, we launching next week, Wednesday. This is the day. And so it's a very, very exciting time. We just have a few more days, but the work, we have a lot of work to do still. So don't think that this is the end. It is only the beginning, okay, for great things to happen to us. And for those of us who still want to think that TAC is not worth much, maybe it's going to be $20, start thinking limitless. Let your mind expand and think limitless, because this is what we are. We are abundance. I spoke some time ago about the power within. There is a power within us for us to be abundant. Start affirming ourselves and saying these affirmations daily and start thinking that the TAC coin is going to be great, great. And we'll be able to do great things with the money that we will earn. And so I thank you. I thank you so much for coming. Please unmute and say hello and goodbye.
Put your money in tack, put your money in tack, invest and show that your money come back. Put your money in tack, put your money in tack, invest and show that your money come back. Everybody say, one child, one youth, one tack, one child, one youth, one tack, 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 tack. Become financially free, join the abundance community, diaspora city. Yeah, we got global accessibility, your future, your currency. Everybody say, one child, one youth, one tack, one child, one youth, one tack, 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 tack. Become financially free. Join the Abundance Community Diaspora City. Contact our website or social media for more info. Everybody say, one child, one youth, one tack, one child, one youth, one tack.